Hey, what is up, people? It is your boy Johnny, and the next Pokemon that we're gonna try to capture or get is Calyrex. There's been some people already obtained them, so we're gonna go ahead and do it after getting the Reggies. Which yeah, let's go ahead and do that. I gotta report back to the pony, dude. We're gonna fly over there. There's no point of doing everything out of nowhere. I think he's near here. Where is Mr. Pointy? Oh yeah, his house is right here actually. Oh hey Chief, how's the adventure going? Anything with the legendary of the giants? Alright, he just wants us to report to this. I don't really... So let's just report to him. Massive bowling ball. Reggie likey. Alright, so somebody told me that there was something on his table. Hey Chief, my pillow's caught your eye, eh? Your pillow? Oh, listen Chief, I got some wisdom to impart. If you can't put your pillow on a head, then keep it. It's a pillow. Unfortunately, I went and left my favorite pillow back at home, so I went to have a look around town for something to rest my head on, and I found this out back behind the inn. Can I have it? Oh, come off of it. You want me to hand over my ultra mega comfy pillow? That's asking a lot, even coming from you, Chief. What's that? You think my pillow's got something to do with a legendary Pokemon? Ultra Mega, seriously? This is just some old things I found. But if you really want to, Chief, who am I to refuse? Alright, go on, then have it. But you better make sure you track down that legend down. It's a wooden crown. That is for the statue outside. Yeah, that's what I figured. Let's fit it on. The wooden crown fit the statue perfectly. Crown? That Pokemon looks funny as heck, man. Do you want to follow it? Yes. Crawl? It seems the mysterious Pokemon wants to test your strength. You ready? Crawl? What? I'm ready to capture it. It has an unknown level. Then what the? How the heck do I? What the heck? Did I run away? Did I really run away? I wasn't trying to run away. Bruh, my bad. I know I wanted a battle. I didn't even know you could run away from it. Like, seriously? You can really run away from it. Such an idiot. Alright, let's fight it. Let's stomp it. So has anybody found out in the comment section how to actually get the horse? I would assume after you capture the birds and everything, he'll give you an extra quest to capture the other ones. Crown, round, round. Who are you? Crown, crown, round, round, round. I'm not gonna try to read that. I seriously hate when they put dialogue like that. Oi, oi, what's up? I heard a big rock is coming from over here. What's this now, Chief? Were you having a Pokemon battle? Aw, what a massive noggin. Rogue crown. Whoa, what's this? Yo, what the hell happened to him? It's like the exorcism. Just as expected. Hope he doesn't mind that I make use of it for the time being. Chief Pointy? An understandable rate, but the answer is no. I am Calyrex. I am one of the known as the king of the bountiful harvest. I have borrowed this man's body in order to thank you and speak to you in person. Indeed, there's no words adequately express my gratitude toward for you restoring my statue. In days long past, I reigned over these lands as king. The humans offer me their loyalty and respect as I was able to bring lush vegetation to the land and give them plentiful harvest year after year. However, it seems that over many years, the people of this land have forgotten my existence. They used to make offerings to me every year, but even that tradition has long since been to the ravages of time. You see, it is a fate of people that grants me strength. And now I lost all but my fraction of my former power. Even my loyal steed has abandoned me. However, you were kind enough to restore my statue. That act has returned to some strength to me, at least enough to speak to you by borrowing the body of another. Now, kind-hearted human child, I have a favor to ask you. I must once know for all whether the people have truly forgotten about me. I wish you to speak to the villagers and ask if they remember the king of the bountiful harvest. I've tried to ask them myself, you understand, but they treated me some sort of fairy tale creature or flew into a mild panic at sight of me. Please, kind-hearted human, I beg you, help me. Pretty messed up how he's talking through the chief, through him. Alright, dude, let's go speak to everybody, I guess. This dude's just selling stuff. Also, they're busy right now. Everybody's busy? What the heck? Welcome to Priest. Big quarters. I can try this payment for carrots. Yes, please. Aren't you one? I must admit these seeds are rather valuable too. How about you trade me 8% dynamite ore? I guess so. He gave me some bag of carrot seeds. Supposedly I'm gonna need these later, supposedly. The Pokemon Queen is an old fairy tale. Do I remember the bountiful harvest? Why, of course I do. It's only main tourist attraction of our loyal friends after all. Imagine we would see more visitors if only the king were real. So they don't believe in him. Interesting. Is that all the villagers? Could be one in here. I've never seen a Pokemon like for you. Maybe it's best. Why, if it doesn't exist, heal the crops land for a change. I guess that's everyone. So it's time to report back. Ah, human child, trust you were able to speak to the villagers, so how was it? Did they say anything about me? They did, but it seems as expected. Nobody truly believes I am real. It seems the people of this land have indeed forgotten the boundless once they shared with me. Oh no, of course I'm not grieving. I am the king of bountiful harvest after all. I know better than to count on humans to remember me. This proves beyond doubt that I cannot simply rely on a human fate if I want my powers to return. If my only loyal steed were to return to me, I would regain something of what I have lost. Your loyal steed? Yes, the four-legged Pokemon that I used to ride across the land. The very same Pokemon that my statue in the village shows me riding. Alas, those in ancient times we spent many days together dashing through the valleys and over the mountains land. My power waned and I was forced to part ways with it. Now I know where it may be. Even if we should succeed in locating my loyal steed, I have my doubts as whether it has remained well loyal. I have lost so much power. Perhaps the villagers know something about my currently not so loyal. I would be in your debt if you could speak to the head of the villager on my behalf. If you're able to find any information, I will ask you and let you know. Huh, Chief, we're a massive noggin. Oh wait, that's not normal. I must have fallen asleep where I stood. Sorry about that, Chief. I feel strange. My body's not quite my own. I guess I'll head back to the base and get some rest. Sides are freezing out here. Alright, so I wonder who the chief is or the mayor or whatever. I would assume the house would be a little bit more unique. Could it be this one? Yeah, probably this one. That's mayor's not home at the moment. He went to have a look in the fields in the giant's bed. You can go look for him if you're in a hurry. The fields in the giant's bed are southeast of the village. Go through the Frost Point field and just keep going left. Can I just fly to the giant's bed? Alright, let's go find that mayor. Where could he be though? Could be by the cemetery. Could be. Could be this guy. Yeah, it's him. By the cemetery. Alas, this field is no good either. The soil is barren, no crops could possibly grow here now. Perhaps the lands of the crown tundra truly are beyond hope. What's this? Or, dear visitor, what brings you here? You want to learn about the loyal steed of the King Bountiful Harvest. Well, this is hardly the place for story. Come to my home in Friesen. It's better to have a nice chat in the warmth. Please visit whenever you're there. I'll be waiting. Alright. So he said go back to his house. It wasn't that hard to find. Have you seen what happened to the statue of the King of Bountiful Harvest? Its head had become massive. Oh, you say that's the way the king's supposed to look? Now that you mention it, it does resemble the design of our town's souvenir shirts. But you speak as you've seen the king with your own two eyes. The statue has been broken since I was a child. Of course, you wanted to learn about the loyal steed of the King of Bountiful Harvest. Well, I don't know what you'd be interested in such things. Come and follow me. An old book I read a long time ago said that the king's loyalty was particularly fond of a certain special vegetable, but my memory isn't what it used to be. I can't recall what exactly the steed so desired. I think it's best you search the bookshelf over there if you want to find out any more. I have to read books. Would you like to read The King of Bountiful Harvest? I'll probably read this later. Right now I'm just trying to capture it. He likes carrots. I mean, there might be a ton of lore here, but I don't know. Maybe it's important, maybe it's not. Calyrex is back. Let's see what he wants. He's just hiding in here like nobody can see him. Crown, crown, crown. Hi there, Chief. I had a feeling someone called me. Was it you? He just wants to use him. That's hilarious. Human child, were you able to find something about my loyalty? Yes. You say you found out about something that made my loyalty could not resist? It's been so long since we rode together that I had completely forgotten. With this information, we may be able to lure my loyalty to me yet. So tell me, what is it that my loyalty would find so irresistible? Carrots. Carrots. Oh, you said, yes, I remember now. Even back when we were together, it would leap at any chance to eat some kind of crop. It took everything I had to restrain it. Looking back at the crop must have been carrots. I am in your debt, human child. We must do this now clear. If we're able to find carrots somewhere, it should be but a trifle to lure my steed back. I wonder, the humans in the village grow carrots? If we could obtain even a single seed, I could grow a carrot from it myself. By the stars, you say you have a carrot seeds? That strange bag contains the seeds of carrots. You humans never stop adapting and loving. I'm constantly amazed by your ingenuity. Oh yeah, the fields of the village simply won't do. They're not suited for growing carrots. If we could find rich soil, I could use my powers to grow crops we need. Now, why we find soil suited for growing these crops in the tundra of the mine? You see two spots the suits are needed. One is in the field in the pristine snow, and one is in the cemetery. I'm gonna go to the cemetery. What to lay? You know, that's pretty messed up The cemetery. Either of these locations should allow me to use the powers and grow the carrots we need. Please, I ask you to choose a field and plant those seeds. You know, that's pretty messed up. The cemetery, that's where they bury the dead. So, you know, this grass and everything would be better. What in the... I seem to be getting the habit of falling asleep outside. I guess it just goes to show that holding down the fort isn't all that easy. You take care of yourself, Chiefs. Don't overdo it. I'm going to the graveyard. Let's go to the giant fields again, I guess. Can I even fly there? Nope. You can't fly there yet. You mean I can't fly there yet? Is it because I'm over here? Yeah, there's another cutscene. Nanny. Sing that song about the keen steed Pokemon. Oh, of course, my dear love, I love to. Ice root carrots cold as ice, munched all up in the Boolean white. Shade root carrots dark as doom, crunched by the bully with the ghostly gloom. Now make sure you eat your veggies too, just like the Pokemon in the song. Yes, Nan. Alright. We're gonna go to the cemetery. Wow. I could even scratch my back because it loads super fast. Isn't this where the cemetery is at? I thought this was it. Oh my god. Why isn't the cemetery there? Maybe I'm not in the right area. Yeah, I'm not in the right area. It's one of the field's Calyrex. Do you want to plant the carrot seeds? I see you have reached one of the fields. If you plant the seeds in this field, shade root carrots will grow. It's been so long, my memory is hazy, but I believe that my loyal steed would often partake of this sort of vegetable. The shade root carrots were there. What my steed prefer, it must been the ghost type, mustn't it? It must vaccine that I can't recall. I suppose we will see. I will ask you, but once more, are you sure this is where you want to plant the seeds? Yes. Very well then, I ask you to plant the seeds. Aha, very good. You're able to hand work with the soil. Now then, it's time I did my part. Let me show you my powers. Rumble, rumble, doink. You planted so many seeds, and yet my powers can only get to grow one. To think that I have fallen so low truly breaks my heart. But soon it will be time to bid my sorrow farewell. Now, human child, I must ask you to pull the shade root carrot free before your might. Okay. Yes. 1, 2, and pull. Well done, human child. The carrot will be the key to luring my loyal steed back to me. Now all I need is the reins of unity. They will amplify, letting me ride my loyal steed with face. But I doubt I shall ever get another set from the humans in this village. There goes the horse. What spectre, my loyal steed, is that truly you? The glossy black pelt, the rough, violent gallop. It has not changed from the day we first met. How this brings back memories. It is my belief that while my steed picked up on the scent of the carrot, it could not determine where the scent was coming from. Judging from the direction it ran off, it must be headed to the village and attempt to pillage the carrot. If that is true, then freeze it in as a human child. We must take a haste. Let's go back to the village, I guess. I want to switch out the Pokemon to Rillaboom. Stop. Does he not have eyes? That's pretty weird. At least this one shows the level. Boom, boom. My Little Pony right there. Are you alright? Yes, I feel like something stepped to save me. You obtained the black mane hair. Black mane hair. Oh, kind visitor, how could I possibly thank you enough for saving the people of this village? I had no such a vicious Pokemon still existed in the Thunder. Why, it reminded me of the Pokemon in the fairy tales, the loyal steed of the king. But no doubt I am overthinking things. Huh, what is it you have there? The tuft of the black mane steed. In the fairy tales, it is said by weaving the hair of the loyal steed together with a radiant blossom grown by the king, it is possible to create the reins of unity, which link the king with the steeds. In fact, it was my own ancestors who used the weaves of the reins of unity, following an ancient tradition passed down over many years. Of course, I myself have never seen any kind of radiant flower, and the methods of making the reins has been lost to time. In case that we can spend our days musing over the fairy tale, I must make plans and preparations. That Pokemon can well decide to pay us another visit. Very well. Thank you very much for your kind help, traveler. Wow, this is a pretty long journey. Alright, so the next thing we're gonna do is go talk to him. You have my thanks for protecting the village, human child. Where I fooled my power, I could have tamed my steed and regained its loyalty. But weakened as I am now, the most I could do was influence it will make and depart. If I only had the reins of unity, they would have allowed me to tame my steed in short order. We can make a set. What's that? We can make a set of reins with the mane's hair from my loyal steed and flower that I can grow. A flower, yes, but of course I had assumed that the humans stopped making the reins of unity because they had lost their faith in me. But it was because I lost the power to grow the material I needed. I spent far too long holding my misguided assumption, it seems. It has been centuries since I was able to grow a radiant flower. Doing so drains much of my power. But for whatever reason, a fraction of my power seems to have returned to me just now. There's only one thing to be done. Let the radiant flower bloom. Take this human child. You have put the radiant petal in your key petals. It shames to me to admit, but the whole flower is beyond me right now. I don't know if the petal will be enough, but I still must ask you that you use it and try to create the reins unit. The descendants of my family who once made the reins for me should still live in the village. I put my hopes on you, child. Alright, so now I just gotta find somebody in the village. I'm gonna try the mayor first. Yeah, I guess it's him. Oh, hello again, Saber of our village. Come to do some more reading? Not this time. I beg your pardon, you want me to make a set of ruins of ruin? Well, I say that's a prison's a bit of a problem. My dear great-granddaughter was still around, I'd be able to make you a set. But unfortunately, we have no long left knows the traditional ways at this. I doubt you have the flower you need to forge, etc. I do have it. Is that the petal of the radiant flowers? If so, that means the king of bounty for Harsley has truly... No, I dare hope. If I recall, my answer made the reunion a unity ways passed down in the fairy tale. There were two key materials, a flower and hairs from a Pokemon. But I'm afraid those old traditions have long since faded in memory. Still, how could I refuse such a favor? A kind of helpful guest. The materials, if you please. I can't promise this will return out as well. One of my great granddads would have made it, but it's time to breathe life back into the traditions of my village. I'm afraid it hasn't come out well at all. I fancy myself a crafty enough sword, but I suppose I take craftsmen of truly delicate technique to make such fine rings. Oh, please don't look so dejected. I'm very sorry, truly am. Oh, Mr. Mayor. That hot water in my shower seems to have gone on the holiday. Oh yes, terribly sorry. I'll have a look at it soon. Oh, you're here too, Chief? Or you're in the middle of something, the pair of you seem awfully gloomy. Here's what happened. Haha, what that is all, so all you need is to make a nice cord. Pass me those materials for a mow. Alright, got my petal, got my hair, now what am I supposed to do? If I may be so, allow me to share a song that's arise from the village. Blossom moving round, a royal gift in the mane's hair bound. Steady on, old bloke. The singing's a bit much. Oh well, that'll do for an answer. Finish. Have a look. Think of this will do. The reins of unity. You put the set of reins of unity in your bag key items. You're more than capable in your face. Let's on. These reins of unity are spitting image of those in my family styles. I don't sue all my dear rebellious daughter's clothes for nothing, you know. Even the explorer's outfit I gave you was handmade by yours truly, Chief. In my case, it seems you got the reins of unity you need. Isn't that just smashing? I think I've been streaming for like 4 hours and 15 minutes. Would you believe I caught myself falling asleep outside again? I was chilled to the bone, so I thought I'd warm up myself with a good hot shower at our base. But water's coming out ice cold. I got ultra mega surprised and jumped out with it. Human child, were you able to make the Reigns of Unity? You bet. Oh, what a glorious news. I have some good news of my own. I was finally able to track down my loyal steed. Spicer is making his home in the Crown Shrine. It's a place where my loyal steed and I spent much time together. I have been avoiding the place as I figured I would get trapped in my own nostalgia. When my loyal steed made the shrine home, it's reminiscing about our time ago. No, it can't be. The Crown Shrine stands majestically atop of the mountain up to the north. Bring the carrot and the Reigns of Unity and meet me there. I think that's where we went earlier on. I still hasten, but you may come when you're ready. I'm counting on you, child. Yeah. I think we already have access to it because we flew. We're going to fly over there. He took him all the way over here. That's insane. I have been waiting, human child. The Crown Shrine is a place I once called home. Spectre must think me helpless now that I have lost my power. It taunts me by making this place its own dwelling. I see you have indeed brought me the Reigns of Unity. You have my thanks, child. The feeling of holding these again. The color. The way they shine in the lights. Oh, how it brings back memories. Spectre is a very proud Pokemon. One might even call it arrogant. It will not accept me as its master again unless I am able to prove that my power outweighs its own. I will use the rays of unity and my power into my very body of my loyal steed. That should convince that I am indeed still deserving of its loyalty. Now, human child, in order to lure my loyal steed to me, place the shade root carrot in the basket near where the Spectre made its bed. The times has come, human child, but you have successfully defeated my loyal steed once already. It is not willing to approach anyone it considers to be a threat. We must hide and wait for it to appear. That thing looks funny as heck. My little pony, my little pony. So cool though. Not gonna lie, that's pretty badass. Let's go capture my little pony. What in the world? It's got a ride? What? Can it talk? What do you want? Oh, I got no idea what you're saying, but somehow it also makes sense. Hold the phone. What in the world anyway? Oh, not again. Human child, thanks for your efforts. I've been reunited with my loyalty. Now I'm finally at my full power. I was convinced that the people no longer believed in me, and I had lost my loyal steed. I was trapped in those doors of deep loneliness, but you saved me. There are no words to fully express my gratitude. So I have a suggestion. If you're able to catch me, even with my powers restored, it will prove your worth beyond doubt. And I will lend you my strength on your journey. Once you're ready, you can come face me. But first, I should get this man back where I found him. It would be no good to let him freeze out in this frigid climb. Yes. I hear that if you have like certain resets, you could put save and you can get better stats. It's all up to you if you want to reset to get like better IV stats and stuff like that. I have master balls, so it's not really necessary. Calyrex. Human child, no, I should refer you by your name now, Johnny. What adventures we got? Hello, is that you, Chief? It's me pointing. I just had a dream about big-headed Pokemon talking about some weird shine. You were there too, Chief. It all felt so real. I got worried about you and decided I better call you to check in. How are yourself, Chief? I'm in a bunch of trouble, you. I'm fine. Oh, good here. Guess there's nothing to worry about then. Haha. The Point Exploration Team is all about safety and well-being of its member after all. So you better careful on your way back too, you hear? Now exploration over until you're safe and sound back at home base. Alright. That was pretty cool. We gotta report back to the Chief, and then I guess we have to go get the... We have to go get the legendary birds, and that will be probably our final task. And then other than that, we could go get the legendaries at the cave. Chief, how goes adventuring? Anything for Calyrex? Wait, you really caught it? The ultra mega brilliant? Report away. That's Nuggin massive. Is that the king of bountiful, the one that caused shots around here? I could swear I've seen it before. Or then again, maybe not. Anyways, it's definitely a regal of the steed. A massive head does sort of resemble a crown. It's kingly enough at any rate. Let's just call that a successful expedition. Looks like we reported all there is to report on legendary clue 1 of the king. Bounty for harvest. I'll mark this expedition done. Alright. Now we're just down to the legendary trio birds. Anyways, that was one of the parts. Now we're gonna hunt the trio legendary birds to continue our adventure.